Word to word meanings, translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Word to word meaning. Satyam, true. Vidhatum, to prove. Nijabhritya bhashitam, the words of his own servant, Prahlad Maharaj, who had said that his Lord is present everywhere. Vyaptim, the pervasion, cha, and bhuteshu, among the living entities and elements, akhileshu, all, cha, also, atmanaha, of himself, adrishyata, was seen, ati, very, adbhuta, wonderful, rupam, form, udvahan, taking, stambe, in the pillar, sabhayam, within the assembly, na, not, mrigam, an animal, na, nor, manusham, a human being. Translation: to prove that the statement of his servant Prahlad Maharaj was substantial. In other words, to prove that the Supreme Lord is present everywhere, even within the pillar of an assembly hall, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Hari exhibited a wonderful form never seen before. The form was neither that of a man nor that of a lion. Thus the Lord appeared in his wonderful form in the assembly hall. Purport: when Hiranyakasipu asked Prahlad Maharaj, "Where is your Lord? Is he present in this pillar?" Prahlad Maharaj fearlessly replied, "Yes, my Lord is present everywhere." Therefore, to convince Hiranyakasipu that the statement of Prahlad Maharaj was unmistakably true, the Lord appeared from the pillar. The Lord appeared as half lion and half man, so that Hiranyakasipu could not understand whether the great giant was a lion or a human being. To substantiate Prahlad's statement, the Lord proved that his devotee, as declared in Bhagavad Gita, is never vanquished. Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. Prahlad Maharaj's demonic father had repeatedly threatened to kill Prahlad, but Prahlad was confident that he could not be killed, since he was protected by the Supreme Lord. By appearing from the pillar, the Lord encouraged his devotee, saying in effect, "Don't worry, I am present here." By manifesting his form as Nrsimha, the Lord also preserved the truth of Lord Brahma's promise that Hiranyakasipu was not to be killed by any animal or any man. The Lord appeared in a form that could not be said to be fully a man or a lion. Om Tatsat. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Ye Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivikasa Swaminita Namane. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminita Namane. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gaurvani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshtare Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaye Tadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Mukam Karati Vachalam Pangulam Langayati Kirim Yatkripatamaham Vande Shri Guru Dirataranam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Guru Dirataranam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Agati Kagatim Natva Hinartha Dikasadakam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Kindly please bear my English and my accent or pronunciation. So today is the appearance day, divine appearance day of Lord Nrsimha Dev in this material world. Although Nrsimha Dev appeared yesterday, day before yesterday, every day he is appearing in all the worlds. His Nitya Lila is going on. As many as there are tides in the river, that many times Nrsimha Dev is appearing in many material, in this material world, in many Brahmandas. So as per the stars constellation, today Lord Nrsimha Dev has appeared. So Lord Nrsimha Dev appeared personally to protect Prahlad Maharaj. So if you see the pastimes of the Lord in Gajendra Moksham and in other pastime where Lord cannot resist himself, like in Gajendra Moksham, if you see, the Sri Vaishnavas explained that the Lord, when Gajendra was calling upon the Lord, then Lord couldn't stay with Lakshmi Devi. He just ran. He was just running, and Lakshmi Devi was she was stunned, shocked. Why Lord is so fast running? And behind him, the Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, everybody is running. In Tirupati, if you go, there is a diorama there where Lord is running, Lord is going, and all the other Shankha, Chakra, other paraphernalia, they are running in front, towards the Lord, where Lord is going. So Lord cannot resist, just like Bhima resisted for 13 years the the anger. It's not just anger, wrath. Of course, wrath can be very antithetical in this material world to keep you in this material world, but for the pure devotees and the Lord, it is the expression of their love for their devotees, the pure and unalloyed love for their devotees, because they have done so much, they have surrendered so much for their Lord, that Lord wants to express towards their enemies who are giving so much trouble, threatened like anything, so much problems which Prahlad Maharaj had to undergo. He has to sleep in the same mahal, or in the same palace where Hiranyakasipu is there, and he is threatening every day that I am going to kill you. You are creating problems for me. So can you imagine? Even all the Pandavas were staying in the same place where the Duryodhana and party were making everyday plans to kill all these people. The five of them, and 100 people were planning how to kill them. But Supreme Lord couldn't resist, so he had to appear in the pillar. And to prove the statement of his servant Prahlad Maharaj was substantial. In other words, to prove that the Supreme Lord is present everywhere, even within the pillar of an assembly hall, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Hari exhibited a wonderful form never been seen before. Never before seen. So, today is not only the appearance day of Lord Nrsimha Dev, today is the disappearance day of Hiranyakasipu. Today is the day we all are laughing. We all are feeling very happy that Hiranyakasipu died. And Prahlad Maharaj was also happy, and he was in his prayers, in his prayers glorifying Nrsimha Dev, he says, Modeta sadhur apivrichika sarpahatya. He says that this Hiranyakasipu is just like another snake and another scorpion. What to speak of? The sadhus are feeling great joy by killing a snake and a scorpion. I am feeling very happy because he's being killed by just like a wasp, just like a small insect within the nails. So the nails are Madhvacharya has written Nakhastuti, glorifying the nails of the Supreme Lord. So every anga of the Lord is Anganiyasya. We sing Anganiyasya sakalendriya vrittimanti pashyanti panti kalayanti chiram jaganti. They give all anand. Anande chinmaya rasa asadujjvala vigrahasya. Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So today is the Disciplines Day festival of Sri Hiranyakasipu. This is written Sri Hiranyakasipu. One devotee asked me, why it is written as Sri Hiranyakasipu Uvacha? Because any big man is Sambodhan. That means he is being, what is that? Respected like that. Although he is a demon, he is being respected like that. So with very joy and affection, Hiranyakasipu gave the name Prahlad. Yesterday, Guru Maharaj, I was just seeing some snippets. Guru Maharaj was giving lecture yesterday. Yesterday was Nrsimha Chaturdasi in India. So Maharaj was saying that with very joy and affection, just like a materialistic father gives a name to their sons, he gave Prahlad, another son's name Ahlad. Like that he gave many sons so that they can give joy to their father. But this son is gave him call upon not just police, some Supreme Lord, and told to just rip him apart. And Prahlad Maharaj is laughing, very nice. Thank you very much. So materialistic fathers think that their sons, their daughters, everybody will give joy to them by giving their names. But when they booze, when they go here and there, with girls, with boys, this, that, they do all sorts of illicit activities, then their fathers are not so much sorry. But when they join Krishna consciousness, they become full-time devotees, they become brahmacharis, they leave eating meat, they leave all sorts of vices, then their fathers become so angry. Just Prabhupada many times mentioned that, whoa, my son is getting spoiled by your preaching. So like that, Prahlad was spoiled by the words of Narad Muni. Yesterday we have seen. So by the words of Narad Muni, by the words of pure devotees, the devotees, the materialistic mentality gets crushed and the pure devotional service gets manifested. Although Prahlad Maharaj was a pure devotee. So we plan something and the Deva or the Vidhi planned something else. So Hiranyakasipu planned for something and it turned out to be something else. Prahlad Maharaj became a pure devotee. So I would like to read from this beginning of this chapter. So before that, so Nrsimha appeared in the heavenly planets as per Bhagavatam and Vishnu Purana, in the heavenly planets, because Hiranyakasipu reigned the Indra. What is that capital of Indra? Swarga. Yeah, Swarga. Swarga. He reigned over there and he was Amaravati. He was there. And Nrsimha appeared over there. And in many, mmany kalpas, Lord appeared even in this earthly planet also. So Lord appeared in, as they say in the Sthala Puranas of Ahobilam. So if you go to Ahobilam, there is a place where Prahlad Maharaj had his schooling. There is a place where there is a big pillar. People try to go up to the hill and they try to climb the pillar. So there is Nava Nrsimha in Ahobilam. And apart from that, there is a place in Pakistan by name Multan. That's also considered as the place where Lord Nrsimha appeared. The first time when I heard Multan was from Guru Maharaj, but apart from that, before when this 1992 riots of Babri Masjid being smashed, at that time, the same day they in Pakistan they collapsed or they demolished the Sun Temple over there, and Prahlad Maharaj's place, everything was there, at least some remnants, they just destroyed everything. So Multan was also placed. In other kalpas, Lord Nrsimha appeared over there. So Lord Nrsimha's many Swayambhu, Swayambhu, he appeared in many places. There are many temples all over Andhra Pradesh, in India, and in Tamil Nadu, in Kerala, in Karnataka, in Vrindavan, in Jagannath Puri, in northeastern places, in I forgot, in Maharashtra. So like that, if you go through the Indian map, then you can start with, in Vrindavan there is a Nrsimha temple. Inside, if you go towards, I forgot the place name, inside the like gully means the pathways of Vrindavan, inside there is a Nrsimha temple. And if you go to Mayapur, you have Lord Nrsimhadev. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur himself, as per Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, after killing Hiranyakasipu, Lord Nrsimhadev came to Nrsimhapalli, Nrsimhapalli, and even Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur also established Lord Nrsimhadev. No, at least in our Mayapur there is Lord Nrsimhadev. And if you come just down, there is in Jagannath Puri we have Lord Nrsimhadev temple, just beside Brahmakund, I think. Yeah, Brahmakund. And if you come down, there is Simhachalam, where there is Simhachalam. Achalam means the hill, Simha means the hill where Lord Nrsimhadev appeared. Actually, it is the place where it is said that the place is the place where Prahlad Maharaj was thrown from the cliff. The demons or the assistants of Hiranyakashipu threw Prahlad Maharaj from the cliff, and Lord Vishnu caught him. And when he caught him down, he showed the Varaha avatar which killed Hiranyaksha, and the coming manifestation, the coming avatara, that is Nrsimhadev. So he showed both. That's why it is Varaha Nrsimha temple. That's why it is said that. So there Lord Nrsimhadev appeared. And if you come on the day of Akshaya Tritiya, that is Chandanotsav, the Supreme Lord's Chandan, which is from the day of Akshaya Tritiya. Actually, on the day of Akshaya Tritiya, the Chandan they remove and they distribute it to the people as prasad. And from that day, they keep on applying that Chandan. So it becomes like a hill, just like Shivalinga. It seems to be like Shivalinga, but it is not Shivalinga. And if you come down, there is Mangalagiri, that is near Vijayawada. That is Mangalagiri Panakala Swami. The whole big hill, it's actually materialistic says phosphorus mountain, but it's a Shaligram Shila. And in that there is Panakala Nrsimha opening his mouth, big. And they give, offer panakam, that is sweet water mixed with jaggery and ilaichi. Ilaichi means cardamom and pepper. So that is offered. Even you don't find even one ant also over there, because it's amazing. If you go, you'll be surprised to see that how Lord Nrsimhadev is taking. They give on the conch shell. Even if you take any patra, any vessel, if you take big or small or anything, even if you take some small lota also, Lord Nrsimhadev accepts only the half of what you bring. So with the conch shell, so the pujari, even if you bring, they have vessels over there, and if you just take that and if you give to the pujari, and pujari just takes the conch shell, dips it inside, and then he just doesn't think, oh, I have to put half or anything. Just puts, and there is a sound like this. And immediately, if you hear that there is a sound which emanates from inside, and then from that, at that time, what will happen? In the conch shell, the remaining panakam will just come out, and they will just put it inside. That is the prasad, so you can take it. So that is Panakala Nrsimha. And down also there is, because in the evening you can't worship the Lord, the demigods come and worship. So there is the Raja, the Vijayanagar Raja has built another temple down, that is Lakshmi Nrsimha. There is a big, huge deity, and the Shikhara is so big. And the, what is that? What is the Dwajastambham is still bigger. It's beautiful temple down there. And if you come down, there is Alipiri, what I'm saying, Alipiri, what is that? Antarvedi, there is one Nrsimha temple. And if you go, there is Kadiri, there is one Nrsimha temple. If you go to Hyderabad, just near that, there is Yadagiri Gutta. There is Yadagiri Gutta is called Yadadri also. It is called Yadadri or Yadagiri. So there is 5 Nrsimhas: Pancha Nrsimha, Jwala Nrsimha, Yoga Nrsimha, Lakshmi Nrsimha, Shanti Nrsimha, and another one I forgot. So Nrsimha, another form of Nrsimha. I think Ugra Nrsimha. Ugra is there? I forgot. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Here there is one Nrsimha and 2, 4, 3 Nrsimha and another one here. It's in the cave. Always. Huh? Sthanu Nrsimha. Yes, Sthanu Nrsimha. So that's in the Yadagiri Gutta. And in Tirupati there is Yoga Nrsimha. And I forgot, no. It's filled with, and apart from that, there are many Nrsimha temples. You remember any other Nrsimha temple? And if you come, there is in Parthasarathi temple, there is also Yoga Nrsimha temple. And if you go in, there is one more Nrsimha temple in Singa Perumal temple in near Chennai. There is Sholingar Nrsimha temple where Anjaneya Swami, that is Lord Hanuman, who meditated or did tapasya for the Lord Nrsimhadev to appear. There is equal hills. There are 2 hills. At that, when I visited once after being come to Krishna consciousness, a monkey was attacking me somehow. Somehow Lord Nrsimhadev saved me from that monkey. Till now I remember the face of the monkey. I was having the stick, but still I couldn't. Monkey didn't resist herself. The point is, if you go to Tiruvattar, there is Adi Keshava temple. There is Lord Nrsimha. In every Vishnu temple, there is Nrsimha temple. And there every Sudarshana temple, you see Lord Nrsimhadev at the back. And if you we will read it and you will find it. There are some interesting. It's not just facts and figures. It's very great meditation on every anga of the Lord. How Lord gives. There's so many things. Pastimes of the Lord. And if you go to Karnataka, there is in Belur there is Nrsimha temple. In Chennakeshava Swami temple there is one Nrsimha deity. And if you go to I forgot what is that? In Melkotai there is a Nrsimha temple. So like this, India is filled with all Nrsimha temples. So whenever Krishna willing or Nrsimha willing, we can go once and visit all the temples. Shri Nrsimhadev Bhagwan Ke Jai. So we'll read from the 8th chapter. So kindly be here for some time. 8:30. Already 8:30. I thought of finishing the class now. Chapter 8, Lord Nrsimhadev slays the king of the demons. As described in this chapter, Hiranyakasipu was ready to kill his own son Prahlad Maharaj, but the Supreme Personality of Godhead appeared in front of the demon as Shri Nrikesari. This Kesari word is very famous in India. Every son, if they want to keep the name of the son, they keep Kesari also. In Andhra also there are so many Kesaris, but they don't remember Nrsimhadev. What is the use of having a name of Kesari but if you don't remember Lord Nrsimhadev? So Nrikesari, half lion and half man, and killed him. Following the instructions of Prahlad Maharaj, all the sons of the demons became attached to Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When this attached attachment became pronounced, their teachers Shanda and Amarka were very much afraid that the boys would become more and more devoted to the Lord. In a helpless condition, they approached Hiranyakasipu and described in detail the effect of Prahlad's preaching. So now it is building up. Now the scene is created for the Hiranyakasipu to become more and more angry. So Hiranyakasipu after hearing this, Hiranyakasipu decided to kill his son Prahlad. Who can be more who can be more demonic? Demonic, Rakshasa. This word is very nice. Demonic means they like this word in, sometimes in the Western world, or those devotees who are too much influenced by the Western mentality, they try to depict. There is, if you just deviant art, there is some useless, the deviant art. They try to describe Lord Nrsimha. They try to portray, or they try to draw Lord Nrsimha as having big biceps, muscles, and then ferocious, this is very obnoxious way of presenting. It's like somebody who is always eating beef, eating it's not like that. So even in ISKCON there is a devotee who made the whole comics about this. Once I saw that comics, comic book is this much big, 500 or 600 rupees in Mayapur. He was distributing just opposite to me, and I asked him, who did this? And he said, this devotee did. I was saying, from where you got this idea? Hiranyakasipu looks, and the Hiranyakasipu, even the Lord, Supreme Lord, it doesn't look like a Supreme Lord, how he is so Adbhuta, and is all Aishwarya, beauty is there. Even his Lord Nrsimha is having a half man, half lion. It's so beautiful. It's so attractive. It's not attractive at all to see some fellow. It's AI pictures. Nowadays they try to depict this. They try to just type some words and just to try to bring out some AI pictures. Some depicting some useless. They're trying to do with Krishna, drama. ISKCON devotees are also too much getting carried away by all these things. So we should follow the descriptions what Krishna and Prabhupada wanted more and more blood. You see, more and more blood, and it's very shastric, having Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, Ashtabhuja. What is that? Another bhuja is, what is that? There is one more bhuja by what is that? Another Tirtha. What is Tirtha? No. There is one of our acharyas who 16-handed, 8-handed.
Sudarshana has 16 hands.
16 hands. Sudarshana, even Lord Nrsimha has 16 hands. 8 here, 16 hands. There is a stotram by Tirtha. What is that? No. Vijayendra Tirtha, I think. Vijayendra Tirtha. It's very famous. So they try to depict like that. So that's not the what Shastras say. So after hearing this, Hiranyakasipu decided to kill son Prahlad. Hiranyakasipu was so angry that Prahlad Maharaj fell down at his feet. See, Prahlad Maharaj is begging, you please forgive you pacify yourself. Said many things just to pacify him, but he was unsuccessful in satisfying his demonic father. Hiranyakasipu, as a typical demon, began to advertise himself as being greater than Supreme Personality of Godhead. But Prahlad Maharaj challenged him. Even if he is specifying he fell at his feet, but he was challenging him, saying that Hiranyakasipu was not God, and began to glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead, declaring that the Lord is all-pervading, that everything is under him, and no one is equal to or greater than him. Thus he requested his father to be submissive to the omnipotent Supreme Lord. See, continuing. The more Prahlad Maharaj glorified the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the more angry and agitated the demon became. There is a shloka, he says, Prabhupada says, Murkhai upadeshehi.
A fool becomes angry.
Prakopaya nashantaye. It is said, Murkhai upadeshehi prakopaya. It said in Bhagavad Gita. If you give pacifying words to the demon, that's why it is said, when police catches you, don't speak much. Don't speak much. He will become more and more angry. Like for example, sometimes when I was distributing books in Chennai, the RPF used to, they used to be after me. They used to hit me sometimes, and they used to take me to the RPF police station. RPF means Railway Protection Force. Don't worry. So there is no protection for the people. So I was trying to give Prabhupada's books. I was trying to give Prabhupada's, which are real protection. But these fellows tried to take me to the end. I used to never speak anything. And he used to ask, why you are not speaking anything? What I will speak? I am trying to do something. There's many a times people used to help us, but these fellows used to harass them also. So these people we should not speak anything. So but the more and more Prahlad Maharaj was glorifying, more and more the demon gets angry. The more and more they get angry. That is the typical symptom. Yesterday Mahotsav Prabhu was saying that if you want to be successful, you have to be the most ferocious, most angry person. What is that? George? What is his name? He is the most demonic person on this, who makes all these. I forgot his name. Soros, something, Soros. So, I don't know his name. So he makes all these things. Hindus have to fight with Muslims. He makes everything in such a way that in India everybody has to fight. In Syria everybody has to bomb. So he is like a most demonic person, is considered presently. Previously Hitler, previously Mussolini, Stalin, all have been killed. Ravana, Hiranyakasipu or Kumbhakarna or anybody for that matter. So Hiranyakasipu, and like same way, if you see, the history repeats. Even Vibhishana was giving so many pacifying words to Ravana. The more he was giving, the more Ravana was feeling more and more angry upon Lord Rama. The more he was describing Lord Rama, but he was not at all pacifying. He wanted to kill Lord Rama. But ultimately, what happened? Hiranyakashipu asked his Vaishnava son whether his God existed within the columns of the palace, and Prahlad Maharaj immediately accepted that since the Lord is present everywhere, he was also present within the columns. When Hiranyakashipu heard this philosophy from his young son, he derided the boy's statement as just the talk of a child and forcefully struck the pillar with his fist. Actually, there is no time much to read from the first sloka, all the translations. I wanted to read from 40th sloka, but at least till 17th sloka. But you will feel very much inspired to read again and again. So I would just try to read from this. There's some points to be addressed. So here, in this particular translation and purport, Prabhupada says in the translation that to prove that the statement, or Sukadeva Goswami says, to prove that the statement of his servant Prahlad Maharaj was substantial, in other words, to prove that the Supreme Lord is present everywhere, even within the pillar of an assembly hall, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, exhibited a wonderful form never before seen. So here, Prahlad Maharaj, see, when all this drama happened, that Prahlad Maharaj was asked by his Hiranyakashipu, by his demonic son, that where is your father? Show me your father. So show me God. Where is he? But then Prahlad Maharaj was seeing the pillar. See, when the demonic people, they make anything, or they have a sign, they want to become legend, even if they die, they want to keep themselves as a sign of their existence. As it is said in the Shastra, that, what is that? Kirti yasya jivati. That means a person is considered ever living through his fame. So any time, whenever any demonic person, or any person for that matter, any materialist person wants to keep, even if he wants to die, even while he is living and while he is dead, he wants to show that as an emblem of his victory. As an emblem of his victory, he wants to keep something, that this is what I have built, this is an empire, this is the emblem. Like that, the Sri Vaishnava Acharyas, they say that this pillar is not an ordinary pillar. It's not just Nrsimha appeared from this pillar, or Prahlad Maharaj is just seeing and one another pillar in the assembly halls of Indra. Although assembly halls of any assembly hall or heavenly planets or in the material world, assembly hall means they have so many pillars. But this particular pillar was engraved, or what is that, made with those kings who Hiranyakashipu conquered. It's not just another pillar, another Tom, Dick, Harry pillar, which Indra had in the Maya Sabha, in this, or Vishwakarma has built. It is he has built with his own hands, that these are the people whom I conquered. That pillar was saying. That's why Hiranyakashipu got so much angry. If it would be any other pillar, what is there? Because he was trying to destroy, when, for example, we were going on the road, and Vishnu Chitta Prabhu told me that this is a Capitol building. What is that? This is the Capitol building? That the golden one. In the movies they show from the Capitol building King Kong is coming or Godzilla is coming or some big animal is coming, but they can't understand that Lord Nrsimha can come from the Capitol building also. So this is what, because they cannot see their own destruction. That's why they close their eyes. Like for example, Prabhupada said Jawaharlal Nehru couldn't see that there is, Indians specifically materialistic, and they don't want to accept there is next life. Because if there is next life, then they have to see that their whole thing, everything, whatever they have constructed till now with their own hands, that's why they say work hard, party harder. In India they have this big hoarding, work hard, party harder, everywhere. In Bangalore, in Chennai, everywhere billboards are there. You work hard and you see your fruits. You enjoy your fruits. They are life coaches for that, in order to boost unnecessary your blood pressure or your diabetes, to increase that. So they have these all sort of big slogans. So Hiranyakasipu had this pillar, which Prahlad Maharaj was seeing. And he was thinking, Hiranyakasipu, Vishwanath Thakur gives conversation. Why is he seeing this pillar? He could have seen any other pillar, but this pillar, because this is the pillar which Hiranyakasipu constructed it with love and affection, with empire, and he wanted to give to Prahlad Maharaj, and Prahlad Maharaj became an enemy for him. He's just like, he says in his other shloka, he become just like a termite in his just like a sun. Yesterday, Mahotsav Prabhu was giving example of termite. So, in India, it is quite common to give an example of a termite for a sun. They say that you are born to me as just like a termite is born from the wood. They say, mothers sometimes they say to the son. Oh, here you don't say to the son like that. It is like an abuse, child abuse. Son can go to the police station and file a case also. But in India, it is quite common to say to the son, I will beat you, you are born like a termite to me, or you are creating problem for me. So termite means the termite eats slowly, and it creates as if the whole thing is there, but it finally cracks. Many in termites, they eat away the whole thing. So that is like that. Hiranyakasipu said, you Prahlad, you are like a termite to me. So like that. So Hiranyakasipu couldn't resist himself, saying that he is seeing the same pillar which he had constructed with love and affection. So that's why Lord had to appear to prove that Prahlad Maharaj is seeing the pillar and I have to appear. Yesterday, Mahotsav Prabhu was telling that Sanatana Goswami says that just before the appearance of the Lord, the Varaha, who appeared already previously, he enters into the pillar and comes out as Nrsimha. And just before, Acharya state that just before Prahlad Maharaj was seeing the pillar, and there he could see Nrsimha's eyes. Mimamsa Manas, that's in the shloka, how Nrsimha appeared. Mimamsa Manas Samudduto Grato Nrsimha Rupas Tandalam Bhayanakam Pratapta Chanikara Chandalochanam, the Lochanam, the copper eyes. Spurat Shata Keshara Jimbikaranam Karala Damshram Karavala Chanchalam Churanta Jivram Brukuti Mrukodbalam Satpodbhavam Karna Girikandharadbhutam Vyatsatya Nasam Hanubeda Bhishanam Divis Prushat Kayam Adigra Pivara Grivoru Vakshas Talamalpa Madhyamam Chandramsu Gauris Churitam Tanurhare Viswak Bujanika Shatam Nakhayudam Durashadam Sarva Nijeta Rayudha Praveka Vidrayudha Daita Danavam. So Hiranyakasipu was studying the form of the Lord, trying to decide who is the form is. Nrsimhadev. Standing before him the Lord's form was extremely fearsome because of his angry eyes which resembled molten gold, his shining mane which expanded the dimensions of his fearful face, his deadly teeth and his razor sharp tongue which moved about like a dueling sword. His ears were erect and motionless, and his nostrils and gaping mouth appeared like caves of mountain. His jaws parted fearfully, and his entire body touched the sky. His neck was very short and thick, his chest broad, his waist thin, and the hairs of his body as white as the rays of the moon. His arms, which resembled flanks of the soldiers, spread in all directions as he killed the demons, rogues and atheists with his conch shell, disc, club, lotus and other natural weapons. So in this, the form was neither that of a man nor that of a lion. Thus the Lord appeared in his wonderful form in the assembly hall. So it is said that when the Lord Nrsimha appeared, and although Sudarshana, all the other weapons were there, Lord killed, because in order to Satyam Nibhatum Nijabhastya Bhasitam. Not only that, he wanted to establish the words of Lord Brahma, that they were true. So by manifesting his form as Nrsimha, the Lord also preserved the truth of Lord Brahma. So Lord didn't kill with the Sudarshana because it's considered a weapon. But Acharya state that Lord Sudarshana appeared in the or manifested in the form of nails, or Lord Sudarshana entered in the nails to kill Hiranyakasipu's chest, which is like a chisel, which is like the stone. Tavakara Kamalavare Nakham Adbhuta Shringam. Dalita means just ripping apart. Hiranyakasipu Tanubhringam. So he is just ripping apart. And he ripped apart and he saw the heart. He saw the heart which is full of, and he just threw it aside. Our hearts are full of like that. So when we just, so every book we distribute, Lord Nrsimha, all the avatars, all the acharyas are manifest. So they try to keep it somewhere, but when they open it, so they try to, all the avatars and even Nrsimha rips apart their whole life and they can become Krishna consciousness, Krishna conscious. So that's the goal. So the point is that, so Lord Nrsimha, we can pray to Lord Nrsimha that today he can, or every day, you all praying, but today is the special day where we can invoke the mercy of the Lord, mercy of Prahlad Maharaj, to rip apart our all anarthas, so that we can become a very transcendental instrument in the hands of Hari Guru Vaishnava, so that his mission can be fulfilled. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Nrsimha Bhagwan Ke Jai, Shri Prahlad Maharaj Ke Jai, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. Any questions or any comments? Yes.
I was wondering if you could, on some level, describe how, is it working? Okay. If you could describe how Krishna doesn't have pastimes, whether it's with the demon or devotee, with just a regular person. So I was wondering if you could, and you mentioned Hiranyaksha also, in different yugas, Krishna two devotees come down to fight with Krishna. So I was wondering if you could, for those who might not know it, who those personalities are and why it happened.
In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Srila Prabhupada writes that in this time period when we are reading here, now Jaya and Vijaya, they appeared as first as Hiranyakasipu and Hiranyaksha, and second as Ravana and Kumbhakarna, and third as Shishupala and Dantavakra. But it is not that every time Jaya and Vijaya appear. It may be any other living entity might appear as any other demon, but may not be so powerful as Hiranyakasipu or as it is described here. Prabhupada writes in Chaitanya Charitamrita, one of the purports.
I was pertaining more to the actual pastime when the four Kumaras went to the gate of Narayan, and the gatekeepers, Jai and Vijay, and it describes that Narayan apologized, I'm sorry, and then he gave his two doorkeepers the choice of, would you like to come as 7 times as my devotee or 3 times as a demon?
Yes.
So most people would think, well, I want to be a devotee because
Yeah.
I'm a devotee. But actually, the gatekeeper said, we want to come 3 times as demons because we don't want to stay away from our
Yes.
lordship so much.
Yes, yes, yes.
So in this case, Krishna, it was arranged because everything's arranged by
Yeah,
Krishna.
everything is arrangement.
So he arranged that the doorkeepers were able to serve him in another way, in a fighting way.
Yeah,
And then also there's a 4th time they come down too.
yeah.
You know?
Could you please explain?
Jagai Madai.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Because you mentioned Chaitanya Charitamrita. I was thinking, what happened to Jagai Madai?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But that
Thank
was
you,
just
thank you.
an extra.
Yeah, yeah. In order to fulfill the pastimes or in order to be with Lord Chaitanya, they came as Jagai and Madhai. Jagai and Madhai as Jayananda and, not Jayananda, what is their names, sir? Names which Lord Chaitanya gave to Jagai and Madhai? They gave them, their names are there. Jayananda, I think. Jayananda, I forgot the names.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I'm very sorry, I don't remember the names. Just one more thing which I wanted to mention, which I forgot to tell in that, yeah, although we are worshippers of Sri Radha Krishna, Radha Shyam Sundar, the Gaudiyas worship Lord Nrsimha as well. There are 2 reasons for that. His Holiness Bhakti-Vikas Maharaj gave one lecture, why Gaudiyas worship Lord Nrsimha. Entire lecture you can hear. But in an essence, there are 2 reasons. One reason is Lord Nrsimha is worshipped as Bhakti Vigna Vinashana. He removes the obstacles, specifically Lord Nrsimha. Although all avatars could remove all the vignas, but specifically Lord Nrsimha removes all the obstacles within the path of devotional service. There is a verse which Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur always quotes. I think you all would have known. Iha bhakti marge kantaka koti rudraha. It is said that in the path of bhakti, there are many thorns, kantaka koti rudra, which their obstacles are like the thorns. Mind is a problem, this body is a problem. We can understand. There is a problem with other living entities, other devotees, even other devotees also sometimes. Even the temple commander, even the president, even the vice president, even the leader under whom we are distributing books, the other I don't want to go with this devotee for book distribution, I don't want to go with this. Many things happen in traveling Sankirtan parties. So there's so many problems, obstacles. So all the obstacles Lord Nrsimha removes. And he establishes, he may not protect our body, but he protects the bhakti. Because of our previous karma, we have to enjoy or suffer. Tattenu kampam susamikshamano bhunjana evatma kritam vipakam. Next. Hridvagvapurvi vidadam namaste jivatyo mukta pradesa daya bhag. That means the Lord, the devotee thinks that whatever is there, let it come. We don't know what karma is going to come. We have come to United States. I don't know. Some disease might attack, or somebody might shoot. There is here it is shooting is there. Or while I am flying, I was just thinking that this plane. One person who was just sitting beside me, he said, "I am from Ethiopia." And I was just remembering the flight which I've seen the video of a airplane which took off and just took and just fell. And I was just thinking, it might happen for me also. It just took and just fell. Everybody died. It might happen. We don't know. I was taking off, landing. Oh, what would happen? The sound of the airplane. The first time the wheels are coming out. The whole airplane is just shaking. I was just thinking, what is going to happen now? And my mother, father was telling, in Istanbul, they are the other community. They might kill you. Seeing your whole, seeing this. What is that? The whole saffron dress, they might kill you. I said, it might happen, who knows? This is one reason. Other one is, Lord Nrsimha will definitely give Krishna prema. And there is one chapter in that book, Lord Nrsimha, some book is there. I was just seeing that. In that it is written that Lord Nrsimha, what is scares away, what is that? Is scared of Radharani. Some chapter is there. Is Lord Nrsimha doesn't scare from, Krishna prema will not run away because of Lord Nrsimha. Lord Nrsimha will give Krishna prema. That is, by worshipping Lord Nrsimha, we will get Krishna prema. That is the Panchama Purushartha, which Lord Chaitanya came to give us. Hare Krishna. Any other? Yes.
So you explain the Bhakti Vigna Vinashaka. What, and then after that, like sometimes devotees, so like sometimes after singing like the Nrsimha prayers, like devotees say Bhakti, what is it?
Bhakti
Vigna
Vigna.
Vinashaka
Bhakti
Bhagavan.
Vigna Vinasha. Vigna means obstacle.
Right.
Vinashan means.
And then they say like Bhakti Pravarsha Prahlada.
Bhakti Pravara. Pravara. Pravara.
And what does that mean?
Pravara means, or Shiromani, sometimes in India they don't say Pravara, because when His Holiness Bhakti Vikas Maharaj is telling Pravara, they sing Bhakta Prabhu. Sometimes they think Maharaj is telling Bhakta Prabhu. It's not Bhakta Prabhu or anything. Pravara means topmost. Shiromani is the same thing. Pravara means the topmost. Topmost of because Prahlad Maharaj is Maha Bhagavato Mahan. So he is topmost among even the topmost devotees. So Pravara means topmost. Vigna Vinashan means obstacles in the path of devotional service. Yeah. Yeah.
I got the question, bro. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
My first question is
You can hold it little bit.
in the feats
In the
feats of Lord Nrsimhadeva.
feet
Yeah.
of Lord Nrsimha.
The Lord Nrsimhadeva feats.
Yeah.
It's also found. You see the marks, the auspicious marks like the conchal, the chakra,
Yeah.
and all the incarnations.
In all the incarnations.
Okay.
That is the this one. That is the sign of an incarnation, that he has marks on his lotus feet and marks on the toes of his legs.
Okay. And the second question is, what is the meaning of Prahlada?
Yes, that's one also. Prahlad means Prakrishta Rupena Ahallada. Prakrishta Rupena means naturally or obviously. He is by nature, he is happy. Ahlad means happy, pleasure. Prakrishta, in Sanskrit, when he is there, Pratishta, Prakrishta Rupena Tishtati, iti Pratishtha. Pratishtha means prestige. So he wants to be well established in this material world. That is what everybody is struggling for. So that's what Pratishtha or Prahalad means. Prakrishta Rupena Alhada. Prakrishta Rupena means naturally or very strongly he is happy.
Thank you, bro. And one more thing.
Yes. It's already time. It's 9.
Yesterday, I didn't understand too much when they say that Hiranyakasipu is the person who most worship or who most glorify Lord Nrsimhadeva.
Yes.
Why?
Yesterday, Maharaj. See, there is the negative way of explaining. No? Definition by negation. Sometimes, if you see the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna doesn't tell what is soul. He tells what is not soul, many shlokas. Na jayate, na mriyate, kadachin, nayam, bhutva. He says that this is not. So that is by definition, by negation. So like that sometimes acharyas, it is in this context Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, this is a statement of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, because he always used to, He always used to speak against the deviations going on in the name of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. So he used to speak every time the deviations only. Then the Jat Gosais, the other Apasampradayas people, or those who are little bit averse of his preaching, they used to ask him, why are you always speaking against glorify the Lord, something like that. You speak some leelas, something. Why you always speaking on Upanishads? In Radha Kund you speak about Upanishads? What is this? You're speaking some leela, some Gopi leela, Gopi bhav leela, all these things. Why are you speaking of all these things? Then he gives a statement that during in Satyuga, Prahlad Maharaj didn't glorify, establish Lord Nrsimha. It is Hiranyakasipu more and more he glorified. If you read from here the shlokas, after Nrsimha has appeared, the way he speaks ill about, apparently the shloka is Hiranyakasipu is speaking ill about Lord Nrsimha, but Vishwanath Chakra Thakur Acharyas, they turn into the Divya Saraswati, they turn every word into glorification. It's not that we want to do like that, but that's not desirable. We can't do. If you want to be so much, you have to take birth as Hare Krishna. You have to take birth as Hiranyakasipu to do like that, and it will take many millions of lifetimes. So it's not possible for us. So Acharya state, because that is the negative way of glorification of the Supreme Lord. He glorified the Supreme Lord. Then directly Prahlad Maharaj. So that's why Bhaktivedanta Thakur says that we should, that's why the Krishna Leelas, in Krishna Leela, the more is not glorified for his pastimes of eating or what is that? Stealing butter or anything. These pastimes are very few, but the pastimes of killing Putana, Chakrasura, Sakatasura, all the asuras are more. So in that way, the asura leelas are more and more. So we should kill the asuras first and then establish. What is that? There is one nyaya. There is one nyaya. Forgot the nyaya. So this is one of the nyayas of explaining. Hare Krishna.
Hare
So much
Krishna.
is there. So if time permits, we can discuss that. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Is time is there? We can speak.
There's no breakfast.
There's no breakfast, so we can continue.
But devotees will feel, what is this? Okay, you want to ask? Say something? Chandan Prabhu?
Is there any description of why Lord Chaitanya particularly liked to hear their Nrsimhadev pastimes, and also what Bali
Dhruva Maharaj pastimes.
Dhruva Maharaj.
Dhruva Maharaj, yeah.
Is there any
Dhruva
particular?
Leela and Nrsimha. Why Krishna has the flute? It is one of those answers. Krishna likes, that's all. Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu likes to hear Dhruva Leela and Nrsimha Leela. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita also, when Srivas Thakur recites this Vishnu Sahasranam, the Nrsimha Vapu, the shloka comes immediately, Lord Nrsimhadev, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu becomes like Nrsimhadev. But so it is his choice. He likes to hear. That's all. Mataji wants to ask some question. Only Prabhuji. No. Okay. Stop here. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Nrsimha Maha Mahotsava Ke Jai. Shri Nrsimhadev Bhagavan Ke Jai. Shri Prahlad Maharaj Ke Jai. Srila Prabhupada Ke Jai. Srimad Bhagavatam Ke Jai. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhebhyo vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Parivadatu yatha tatha